Prepping isn't just a hobby. It's a commitment to being ready for anything, whether it's a natural disaster, economic crisis, or long-term survival scenario. The truth is, there's no such thing as being completely prepared, but every step you take brings you closer. Today, we'll cover 20 essential tips that go beyond the basics to help you refine your prepping strategy. These aren't just about what to buy, they're about how to think, adapt, and thrive in any situation. And before we get started, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and join the Doomsday Prepper community. We're here to share knowledge, strategies, and insights that can make all the difference when it matters most. Let's jump in. Tip number 1. Prepping is a lifestyle, not a checklist. Many people make the mistake of treating prepping like a task you can complete, a checklist of items to buy, a few survival skills to learn, and then you're good to go. But prepping isn't about reaching an endpoint, it's about creating a lifestyle. This means consistently refining your approach, staying updated on current events, and adapting to new threats or challenges. It's about small, consistent actions, rotating your food stock, practicing survival skills, and ensuring your gear is ready to go at any time. When you adopt prepping as a lifestyle, it becomes second nature, and you'll find yourself prepared for far more than just the obvious scenarios. Tip number 2. Invest in redundancies, but be strategic. You've likely heard the phrase, 2 is 1 and 1 is none. While it's true that backups are critical, there's a difference between smart redundancy and unnecessary duplication. Instead of stockpiling 50 flashlights, invest in a variety of light sources, headlamps, solar lanterns, and candles. The same goes for food. Diversify your storage with canned goods, freeze-dried meals, vacuum-sealed grains, and knowledge of wild edibles. Redundancies should cover different needs, not overwhelm your space. And don't forget to plan backups for skills. Having multiple ways to start a fire, purify water, or communicate can make all the difference when the unexpected happens. Tip number 3. Think like a problem solver. Prepping is about more than having the right tools. It's about knowing how to adapt. In a crisis, your ability to improvise and think critically will often outweigh the value of any piece of gear. This is where practice and mindset come in. Regularly challenge yourself with what-if scenarios. What if your bug-out location was compromised? What if your vehicle broke down in the middle of your escape? Learning how to analyze a situation, stay calm, and find creative solutions will prepare you for the unknown. The most effective preppers aren't just prepared, they're adaptable, resourceful, and able to think on their feet. Tip number 4. Security goes beyond locks and alarms. Most people think of home security as a matter of locks, alarms, and maybe a firearm. But true security is about layers, both physical and strategic. Yes, fortify your home with strong locks and motion sensors, but also think about blending in. A house that looks too fortified or well-stocked can become a target in desperate times. Practice gray man techniques, which help you avoid drawing attention in public. At home, consider planting thorny bushes under windows or setting up solar-powered motion lights. Security is about creating multiple barriers, deterring threats before they reach you, and having plans to handle them if they do. Tip number 5. Know when to break the rules. One of the hardest lessons in prepping is learning to let go of your own plans when necessary. Maybe you've always planned to bug in during a disaster, but a fire or an approaching threat forces you to leave. Or maybe you've been saving supplies for long-term use, but you find yourself needing to share them with a neighbor to build trust or keep the peace. Survival is about adaptability, not rigidity. Your plans are a starting point, but they should never box you in. Practice thinking flexibly now, so when the time comes, you'll be ready to make hard decisions quickly and confidently. Tip number 6. Focus on fitness and health. It doesn't matter how well stocked your prepper pantry is if you're not physically capable of putting your plans into action. Fitness is often overlooked in the prepping world, but it's a critical part of survival. You don't need to be an athlete, but you should be able to walk long distances with a pack, climb stairs quickly, or defend yourself if needed. Start with small, consistent habits: walking, body weight exercises, or even hiking with a loaded pack. Equally important is your mental health. Stress, fear, and fatigue can cloud judgment. Practice mindfulness or meditation now to build resilience and keep a clear head during chaos. Tip number 7. Build a sustainable food plan. Stockpiling food is only the beginning. A true prepping strategy includes a way to sustain yourself indefinitely. This means learning how to grow your own food, whether through gardening, hydroponics, or even container planting in small spaces. Hunting, fishing, and foraging are also valuable skills, but they take practice. Don't assume you can just learn them on the fly. The key is to create a food system that not only provides calories, but also offers variety and nutrition. And don't forget seeds. A small investment in heirloom seeds today can mean a lifetime of sustainable food sources. Tip number 8. Prepare for the boring stuff. Prepping is often glamorized as preparing for action-packed, end-of-the-world scenarios. But in reality, many disasters are slow-moving and mundane. Power outages, supply chain disruptions, or long-term isolation can be as mentally taxing as they are physically challenging. Make sure your preps include ways to stay warm, comfortable, and mentally engaged. This could mean board games, books, or even DIY projects to keep your hands busy. The psychological toll of boredom can lead to poor decision-making, so don't underestimate the value of comfort items in your survival stash. Tip number 9. Test your gear regularly. Buying gear isn't enough. You need to know how to use it and make sure it's functional when you need it. Regularly test your water filters, fire-starting tools, and communication devices. Practice setting up your tent or tarp shelter. If you've never actually used your bug-out bag in the field, you may discover it's too heavy or missing critical items. Testing your gear gives you confidence and helps you identify weaknesses in your preparations. The time to find out something doesn't work is before you're in an emergency, not during it. Tip number 10. Create a financial preparedness plan. Survival isn't just about food and water. It's also about money. Economic collapses, job losses, or inflation can strike anyone. Build an emergency fund in cash, preferably small bills, as ATMs and card readers might be down. Diversify your savings with tangible assets like silver, gold, or barter items. And always have a plan to cut costs. Learn to live frugally now so you'll be ready to adapt to a leaner lifestyle if needed. Financial preparedness is an often overlooked aspect of prepping, but it's critical for surviving the everyday disasters life throws at us. Tip number 11. Build a network, but be selective. Prepping doesn't have to be a solo endeavor. In fact, building a trusted network of like-minded individuals can be one of the most powerful survival strategies. A group brings diverse skills, shared resources, and added security. However, you must be selective about who you trust. Avoid broadcasting your plans or supplies to casual acquaintances. Instead, look for people who are reliable, skilled, and share your values. Start by connecting with local preparedness groups or online forums, and over time, build relationships. Remember, quality over quantity. A small, tight-knit group of trusted allies is far better than a large, unreliable network. Tip number 12. Learn the art of bartering. In a crisis, currency may lose its value, and bartering can become the primary form of trade. While stockpiling items for personal use is essential, consider setting aside goods specifically for bartering. These could include items like lighters, batteries, over-the-counter medications, or even small bottles of alcohol. But bartering is about more than just items. It's a skill. Practice negotiating and understanding the value of goods relative to the situation. The ability to barter effectively can help you obtain critical supplies without depleting your own reserves. and it's a crucial tool in building relationships with others during difficult times. Tip number 13. Develop your communication strategy. In an emergency, staying informed and connected can be a matter of life and death. Don't rely solely on your cell phone or internet, as these may go down in a widespread disaster. Invest in alternative communication methods, such as ham radios, walkie-talkies, or even signal mirrors. Learn how to use them effectively, and make sure your family or group has a plan for staying in touch. Communication isn't just about technology, it's also about planning. Create a system of codes or signals that your group can use to convey messages discreetly if needed. The ability to communicate can provide not just information, but also a sense of security in uncertain times. Tip number 14. Understand local risks. Prepping for a generic apocalypse is far less effective than preparing for the specific threats in your area. Every region has its unique risks, whether it's hurricanes, earthquakes, wildfires, or floods. Research the most likely disasters for your location and tailor your preparations accordingly. If you live near a chemical plant or a nuclear facility, learn about potential hazards and evacuation routes. Urban areas may require a focus on navigating dense populations and securing resources, while rural areas might emphasize self-sufficiency. By understanding your local risks, you can create a more focused and effective prepping strategy. Tip number 15. Build mental resilience. Survival isn't just about having the right gear or supplies, it's about having the right mindset. Mental resilience is the foundation that allows you to think clearly, make tough decisions, and persevere through hardship. Start by practicing stress management techniques, such as deep breathing or visualization exercises. Challenge yourself with small, controlled tests of endurance, like camping without modern conveniences or fasting for a day. Remember, your mental state will affect not only your survival, but also the morale of those around you. A calm, focused mindset can inspire confidence in others and make you a stronger leader in any crisis. Tip number 16. Don't overlook water infrastructure. Water is life, but many preppers make the mistake of only storing bottled water. While this is important, you also need to think about long-term water solutions. Learn how to collect rainwater safely. Most regions allow it, but check your local regulations. Invest in portable water filters, purification tablets, and a method for boiling water. If you live near a natural water source, understand its reliability and potential contaminants. Water infrastructure should also include the ability to transport water, such as collapsible containers or sturdy buckets. Water shortages can become critical quickly, so having a sustainable plan is essential. Tip number 17. Master DIY repairs. In a survival scenario, the ability to fix things on the fly can be a game changer. Whether it's patching a torn tarp, repairing a generator, or jury-rigging a shelter, DIY repair skills are invaluable. Start by learning basic tool use and maintenance. A good multi-tool or compact toolkit should be part of your gear, but it's your knowledge that will matter most. YouTube and online tutorials are a great way to learn these skills now, so you're not fumbling in a crisis. The more self-sufficient you are with repairs, the longer your gear, tools, and infrastructure will last. Tip number 18. Plan for sanitation. Sanitation often takes a backseat in prepping, but it's crucial for maintaining health and morale. A lack of proper hygiene can lead to diseases and infections, which can be deadly in a survival scenario. Stock up on items like soap, bleach, hand sanitizer, and feminine hygiene products. Have a plan for waste management, especially if water or sewer services are unavailable. Portable toilets, composting methods, or even simple latrine techniques can make a big difference. Don't forget dental hygiene. Pack extra toothbrushes, toothpaste, and floss. Staying clean isn't just about comfort, it's about survival. Tip number 19. Practice operational security, OPSEC. One of the biggest risks to your preps is other people knowing about them. Practice operational security by keeping your plans and supplies discreet. Avoid posting about your prepping habits on social media or sharing too much information with neighbors unless you fully trust them. Even something as simple as receiving large shipments of food or gear could draw attention. When packing your car or preparing your home, do so discreetly. The fewer people who know about your preps, the less likely you are to become a target when resources are scarce. Tip number 20, keep evolving your plans. Prepping isn't static, it's an ongoing process. What works for you today may not be effective a year from now as your circumstances, resources, or risks change. Regularly reassess your plans, supplies, and skills. Conduct family drills to ensure everyone knows what to do in different scenarios. Stay informed about new survival techniques, emerging threats, or changes in your local environment. The most successful preppers are those who never stop learning and improving. Think of prepping as a journey, not a destination. It's about constant growth and readiness. Prepping is about more than stockpiling. It's about building a mindset, skills, and strategies that empower you to face any challenge head-on. Whether you're just getting started or refining years of experience, these 15 tips will help you take your prepping to the next level. Remember, the key to survival isn't just what you have, it's what you know and how you think. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more prepping insights. Stay prepared, stay safe, and we'll see you next time.